But then I'm like, okay, but this is the cringe. I've always been in the written format, and now I go in the video format. Looking at myself and the recording, I'm like, oh my god. It's not because I'm saying something wrong, just because like the new format of expressing myself.
I'm not comfortable on social media. I always have the fear of judgment, the fear of people hating me, or anything and everything negative that can come to your mind. I have it. I'm still going to do it.
You cannot be good at something that you start doing.
Absolutely,
by default.
yeah.
You own your own future. You own your own authority, your own name, your own personal brand. And the upside is always bigger than the downside. And there is a lot of fear about it. So what's different for you? Why are you not fearing this time but feel excited about it?
I see it as something that you need to be flexible about. It's a change that you need to adapt. And I don't feel it like it's something that's happening to me, right? Because if you're thinking about like, hey, this is something that's happening to me, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, I'm just standing still and waiting for things to happen. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm very curious by nature. So I never even thought about being scared. It's just a new thing, a new toy, a new medium, something exciting to explore and understand.
I'm thinking about hiring 5 years ago, 8 years ago. I think curiosity was exactly what makes a designer a designer. Really, like every good designer or researcher, they're curious. They ask questions, they dig in. Like using new tools is always so normal in design workflow. Sketch, Figma, now Cloud Code. It's just like the tools are changing. Like the designers are still like the taste is staying, the critical thinking is staying, the connection to the user is staying. What is your favorite toy? Let us talk about the tools.
Now my favorite one is Claude. Basically, I can do many things with it. I build a lot with Claude, and I kind of create workflows and systems around it. But I also love Midjourney for image creation. So like these two are my top favorite tools that I'm playing around every day.
Do you have to use Claude for like your actual client work? So many people talking about like vibe coding, and of course like using Claude for like so many personal projects, which I think everyone should, but there is no how-to guide for everyone being like, okay, this is your workflow and this is how you implement Claude and this is what you keep and this is what you automate. So like, how did you handle it?
I do use Claude in my client work. Sometimes they also have Claude in their organization and they're very comfortable with it, and sometimes the client doesn't necessarily use any AI tools. Some don't allow having code done by designers in their production. So it depends. I still work 50-50 with classical types of workflows, designers delivering things in Figma and then developers take it from there. And some are more AI friendly. I just connect to their GitHub, they invite me to the project and I deliver code directly there. I started working with AI before it was like very popular. I worked with everything that was in beta. I tried to replicate some of my processes and see how AI does it, where I can put AI and where I can't, where it's reliable, where it's not. Small experiments here and there, and by experimenting I could decide this works for me, I'm keeping it, or this doesn't work, I wasted a lot of time, move forward.
And I love that you're touching upon as well like the restrictions. Different companies, different segments of the business, especially if we speak about banking, health tech. This is where it gets really tricky. Like I myself worked in the banking. I know how restricted the space is. And what lots of people ask me, it's not like an ask, it's more like an objection. Okay, Lena, but like I cannot use it. And now I have to what? Like I have to pay for it out of my own pocket, not to be left behind. My short answer, yes, you should pay for it because you don't want to be left behind. And it's still cheaper than hiring someone.
Yes, I agree. You should pay from your own pocket if you can, because you need to learn and understand how this entire thing works. And I'll also talk with a lot of designers and they said the same thing. Hey, I'm working in a bank. I work 40 hours per week and it's very intense work. I am completely stressed and I don't have like brain power to be able to do extra projects. What do I do? And the reality is that you have to invest and you have to find space for it.
Yes.
I don't care if it's like 1 hour Saturday at 1 o'clock, but that 1 hour you have to dedicate for this. What does it mean for me as a designer in this company if I am not allowed to use this and the world moves ahead?
Yes.
Do you have a plan for it? You have to just do it.
We all grew up with this mindset that like your company is responsible for your development. So like you wait for your manager to bring things to one-on-one and you wait for your manager to tell, okay, I think you are ready to get promoted. But in fact, like we are on our own, you know, like your career is your career and it's in your hands. I've been laid off. You get an email and then in 1 hour, ciao, you cannot access your email anymore. And then you are on the market where people have been experimenting, have been paying, have been understanding. What I also really like about your profile, I think like not only you're a practitioner, but you write about it, you talk about it. What was your motivation to start writing and sharing your exposure to AI?
I always loved this idea of sharing, and I also started doing workshop, practical sessions with people, and sharing knowledge. For me, it's like just another format of that. Someone from Substack, past client, collaborator, and a friend of mine, and she said, you should write on Substack because I think that is for you. I was already kind of sharing things and doing workshops. It was just a step, okay, I'm trying this new platform. And I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with the community. I didn't really have a big strategy or a plan, to be honest. I had no idea what I'm doing.
What does this exposure do for you?
First, it's having authority in the domain. You have proof, you know what you're talking about, which helps me with my clients. It almost serves as a portfolio of my work, which is most of the time invisible or under NDA or very hard to kind of grasp. And then secondly, I do have a paid plan for it, and I started having paid subscribers. So there is a financial part which I can see that it could grow in the future. And I also had clients from Substack. I have never been approached on LinkedIn or on Instagram. It feels so more easy on Substack.
I want to close with a big question. I'm seeing so many incredible designers, design leaders, researchers, research leaders, founders, and there is this word, cringe. Oh, I feel cringe, I don't like it. Did you feel it? And if yes, how did you actually overcome it?
I'm not comfortable on social media. I always have the fear of judgment, the fear of people hating me, or anything and everything negative that can come to your mind. I have it. I am not in my element, but I'm kind of this type of person who I don't care. If not, I'm not in my element, I'm still going to do it. Caring about what other people think, it will still be there. Some people say, oh, don't care about what other people are saying. No, you will care. I care every day. I always start to imagine what's the worst thing can happen. Like someone says a bad comment, whatever. I'm blocking it, I'm deleting. Okay, I'm doing it. It's not that bad.
And the upside is always bigger than the downside.
Yeah.
Always, I've always been in the written format, and now I go in the video format. Looking at myself on the recording, I'm like, oh my God, shut up. But then I'm like, okay, but this is the cringe, It's not because I'm saying something wrong, just because the new format of expressing myself, you cannot be good at something that you start doing by default.
Yeah.
I think we need more voices like that. People who doing the work, but also doing something for themselves and securing, you own your own future. You own your own authority, your own name, your own personal brand. It's inspirational. So thank you so much for doing that and being an example to all of us.
And thank you for having me. It was really lovely meeting you and having this chat.
Thank you.